Hello queens. I'm back at y'all with another client tutorial, and today I'm showing you how I created this green cut crease look. And I'm starting this video off by cleaning my client's face. Now that her face is all clean, I'm gonna go in and do her eyebrows, and to outline her brows I'm using my Nicka K brow pencil, and this one is in the shade black. Now that both brows have been outlined, I'm going to start filling them in from the back, and I'm just going to work my way up to the front. Now that I've made my way to the front of her brows, I'm going in with another shade, and this pencil is in the shade light brown. I'm going in with my Kiss I.envy clear eyelash glue, and I'm going to be using this to tame down her brow hairs. I'm kind of using it in the place of a brow gel. As you can see, I apply a generous amount onto her brows, and then I go in with the spoolie end of my pencil and I use it to mold the hairs down in place. To clean up her brows, I'm going to be going in with these two Nicka K concealers, and they are in the shades 01 and 07. First, I'm going to be going in with the shade 01, and I'm using it to clean up underneath her arch. To clean up the remainder of the way on the top and the bottom of her eyebrows, I'm just going to be going in with the shade 07. When you're blending out the concealer, make sure you take whatever excess is left on the brush and you work it in between the brows. And I also like to press a little on top of the brows just to lighten up the front and have that ombre effect. Now I'm going in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is in the shade White. And I'm going to be using this as my eyeshadow base. And with this product, I like to work one eye at a time because it does dry very fast. I'm taking my Dermablend translucent powder and I'm going to be using this to lighten up her brows and to also set around the concealer. For this eyeshadow look, I use my Bperfect Carnival XL palette, and first I'm going to be taking the shade Nuke, which is this dark emerald green color, and I'm just going to be working this into her crease. For the next color, I mixed the two shades Showboat and the Hype together on my Wet n Wild Taper blending brush, and I'm just going to be applying this around the first shade that we used just to blend out the edges. Next, I mixed the two shades Keen and Ecstasy together, and I'm using them as her transition shades. I'm going back in with my middle shades and I'm making sure that I drag them out to the inner corners of her eyes. Since we will be doing a cut crease, you want to make sure that you can see those shadows once you have cut the crease. To cut her crease, I'm going back in with some of my e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and I'm just using a flat synthetic brush. I like for my cut creases to be pretty round, so I'm making sure that I really take my time and stamp on the shape to my liking. Now that I've cut the creases, I'm going back in with the eyeshadows that I used, and I'm going to be using them to blend out the edge of her cut crease. Starting with that dark emerald green shade, we're going to be going from darkest to lightest. As y'all can see, I left the inner corner of her eye blank because we're going to be applying another eyeshadow to it later on down the video once we're finished blending. For the inner corners of her eyes, I'm going in with this highlighter shade from the palette. It's called Gold Luxe, and I'm just pressing it right in that blank spot. This is the highlighter shade that I like to use on most of my clients, y'all, when I'm highlighting their face. So I already knew it was going to be beautiful on the eyes as well. And now I'm going in with this pigment from P.Louise, and I'm just going to be applying it right on top of that eyeshadow, and I'm going to be dragging a little bit of it out onto her crease. You do not need any adhesive when applying this pigment. You just tap it right onto the eyeshadow. But now we're finished with the eyes and we're moving on to the face. I went ahead and moisturized and primed her face off camera. So now I'm just going in with my Nicka K concealer in the shade 07, and I'm using it to color correct around her mouth. I'm going in with my Fit Me foundation in the shade Spicy Brown, and I'm going to be using this all around her face. To highlight her face, I'm going in with my Nicka K concealer in the shade 02. I'm just going to press that concealer out using the same brush that I used to blend out her foundation. blend out the concealer underneath her eyes, I'm going in with my damp Real Technique sponge. To set the concealer in place, I'm using my Morphe loose powder in the shade Banana. To bronze up her face, I'm using my Black Radiance contour palette, and it's in the level light to medium. To set the remaining areas of her face, I'm using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the level Dark Deep. I'm going in with some black eyeshadow on this disposable lip wand, and I'm using it to line about halfway onto her waterline. Now I'm taking some of the colors that I use on her cut crease, and I'm just applying them to her lower lash line. I'm going back in with that foundation brush, and I'm going to use it to press in and dust away all of the powder. I'm going to go ahead and spray her face with some setting spray, and then we're going to move on to lashes. So this is the style of lashes that I chose for this look, and this was my first time using these, y'all. I ordered them from AliExpress, and I just feel like they look so good. Like, they remind me of individuals, the way individuals curl up, and I'm just happy I decided to go in with this pair. I think this is about to be my go-to lash for a majority of my clients, because look at that. That is perfect, okay? It is perfect. Now that her lashes are on, I'm going to go ahead and highlight her face using the same highlighter that I use on her eyes, Gold Luxe from my Bperfect Carnival XL palette. Once I'm finished highlighting her face, we're going to be moving on to the lips. So I'm taking my Ruby Kisses cream foundation, and I took the dark side, and I'm using this to outline her lips, y'all. This was my first time trying this. I normally use my Juvia's Place foundation stick, but unfortunately I had ran out of that, and I didn't have time to order any, so I went to the beauty supply store and just picked this up, and I really like it. It worked out so well. As you can see, it's showing up very well on the lips. And how I apply it, I just use a brush. I scoop some out of the package, and I put it on my metal foundation palette. I feel like every MUA should have one. That's the same place I put the foundation and the concealer, and it just works out well. Now I'm going in with my Nicka K lip gloss. This one is in the shade Mocha, and I'm applying it to the center of her lips. Then I'm going in with the shade Love on Taupe, and I'm applying it right on top. I'm going to take whatever excess lip gloss is left on my applicator and use it to blend out the edges of her lips so there aren't any lines of demarcation. Once I'm finished with her lips, I cleaned them up off camera, and now we're just getting into the grand reveal.
Are you ready to see? Oh my god, it's cute. Look at them was that like ombre?
Yes, ma'am. Not you know the technical terms. Come on.
Cause I'll be watching. Y'all better tune in. I'm trying to tell you.
Period.
We love a good lip.
And do.
Oh yeah, you do. Once again, per usual.
Period.
Oh yes, ma'am. I be acting like this the phone.
Okay, queens, this is the end of the video, and as you can see by my client's reaction, this tutorial was another success. I think this look came out so bomb, y'all. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed creating it. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and make sure you go follow me on Instagram. The link will be in the description box below, and don't forget to stay tuned because I have more on the way. Bye bye, queens.